But I'm like, honey, I don't have to sit up here and make no fake accounts and going around. I ain't trolling. What's the point? Making no
I'm gonna
fake.
tell y'all now. I live in the ghetto. Sometimes I'm scared. It's dangerous around here. So if y'all want to come where I live at, you know what I'm saying? You taking your chance.
Hey, Miss T, you can drop your link in the chat. Hit exclamation point word night about to drop your link. And when you drop your uploads, we'll definitely support. We appreciate you, Miss T. Yeah, hey, this is a safe zone too. Um, like I said, I'm cool, calm, laid back, but I ain't dealing with none of that drama over here. That's the whole nother side of the word, but yeah, we come over here to bond, to educate, and have these discussions. I don't want nobody to think, Mary B just telling her side of the story. We having a conversation. Ain't nobody bashing nobody, um, but she got a story to tell, and she telling it. Just how she feels. She getting her feelings out, and I am gonna say this. I don't believe Mary B for 1 second made no fake profile. I seen that troll, and uh, unless Mary B is totally whacked out, she ain't about to make no troll name talking about her, coming in people chats talking about her. They don't even be talking about the content creator. They come in the chat talking about Mary B.
Exactly.
I doubt if she do that because Mary B go tell you how she feel. I mean, so. But Ryder's is up here. What up, sis? Ryder's been through some shit too on here, man.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
right.
man. With that
Blessings, everybody.
that thing that cussed me out. Um, Tried to
This a
totally
whole
embarrass
support
Ryder.
meeting.
Yeah. But what up, Ryder?
I need to hear Ryder's story. Shoot.
Blessings, blessings. How y'all doing?
Hey, Ryder.
But the word is right. He's speaking so fast. But Miss T shouldn't be afraid of starting her channel because listen, man, you're gonna come across a lot of stuff you can't avoid, but you can get around it for real, for real. Because there's gonna be a lot of people on here that hate. There's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be on your side. There's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna want you to pick sides. I've been through this, been there, done that. Like at first, I didn't understand what to do, or I couldn't figure out what to do. Like damn, and it's because my heart is bigger than my goddamn head. But you get around this stuff. Like I've been through a situation here where I thought that I was following a certain YouTuber where I thought this person was for the man's rights, was for the kids and stuff like that. But it turned out that this people was for beef. And like the word said, I came across these people on Kwame Brown panel. It's like it's kind of messed up because the man has a good message. The man, he has a good word to get across for people to please you for everything. But it's so much beef on these YouTube, so much hate that how can we get our positive word across? But at the end of the day, we let that stop us. We ain't gonna do nothing because everybody got a time. Right now, it's just the negativity is just taking over. But it's gonna come a time where the positivity takes over again. It's like I don't know. It's like the yin and yang.
Cycle is going through. The positive people gonna get tired. I mean, you only can do that for so long. You only can keep that energy up for so long. And then
Exactly.
people around you, they eventually they gonna get tired of that and they gonna want something different. And a lot of these content creators who doing it, they ain't got nothing else to offer. You know,
Exactly.
so um,
It's like
they go burn out. People
you're gonna
gonna
hear a
start
lot of
seeing it,
you're gonna
and
hear a
then you
lot of
gonna
people talk. Sorry.
no, I was just saying, then you gonna start seeing people going down and mess with homeless people, getting them to sub up to their channel. Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
Did you see that, writer?
What happened?
You ain't see your friend went down and to the homeless people and took a homeless man phone and had him
My
sub
friend,
up
you
to her channel.
funny. I'm like, we don't.
Like there's people
I
on here,
haven't
man.
watched. Listen, since that situation happened, I haven't watched it. And the
Mm,
thing is, right, what bothered me the most is you sat here and you talked about doing something for my child that you never did. Like if you give something because you want to give something, gift it because you want to give it from the heart. Don't be gifting
Mm-hmm.
something because you want me to do something that I don't even agree with that goes against my morals. Now, I've always had the same. Listen, can't nobody mess up our friendship. Only me and you could mess that up. Only you could do something that's going to make me walk away, or I'm going to do something that's going to make you walk away. You see where I'm coming from? Like, at the end of the day, only one of us can mess that up. Not no he say, she say. So at the end of the day, when I see your true colors, I'm going to back away. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not Boo Boo the fool, Boo Boo the clown, whoever that nigga is. I'm sorry to say it. Like, I can't, like, that bothers me. Like, you sat here, you say you support me, you pay my child's food, you bought my child clothes, you did this, the baby father. Listen, my baby father's a good man. He's in my daughter's life. Don't sit here and claim stuff or take credit for something that you didn't do. And then sit here and use me for clicks and views because you use my
Mm-hmm.
brother's death as an opportunity. And I didn't know what was going on when I was getting lashback from people from Mr. Skinny chat, people from other chats and stuff like that. That's when I started knowing about the beef. And I was like, oh shit, what the fuck did I just get myself into? All because I took some help. All
Yeah,
because of that.
that I ain't gonna lie, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and
I was like, yo,
I
what the fuck?
wasn't click tight with you at that time, but when I seen that, like even the whole thing with the other dude, when that was happening, it was like I get upset. Like
Now
I'm
that
like, what
made
is
me
y'all
feel like
doing?
they was in cahoots behind the scenes. I was like,
Yeah,
wait.
like
I don't
man,
get
that's
it.
what man. Look, these people on here, I don't want. Look, when they come on here as characters, treat them as such. And
Mm-hmm.
both of them, that was some. You don't do that to nobody. That was clown
I
shit.
was trying to
Both of
figure
them.
out what the fuck is going on. Like, what am I
Did
getting?
that.
I want to ask
I got
questions.
upset
Y'all telling
because
me to shut up about my business, but what am I getting myself into? How can I shut up about my business? I'm a
and
part of this now.
you ain't did nothing. You was just being cool with everybody. You know, I can see if
Exactly.
you weren't instigating, you wasn't doing nothing. And the way
I
they
was just
did
trying to
that,
bring parents together on some real shit. I'm sitting here talking about a petition on every panel, and I get involved on
hmm
some beef. I'm like, wait, I don't got nothing to do with the beef. Can we talk about this?
like that shit was classless and it was tasteless. And I'm
But
watching
you
it,
live and
and
you learn.
that's why I was after that. I couldn't support neither one of them. I was like, I'm
Yeah,
straight.
I haven't watched
'Cause-
them. Like I don't watch none of them. Like if I now that I'm watching Miss 504 again, because like I had stopped watching everybody for a minute because I was confused. I really thought that everybody was into this get shit, into this game shit. I'm like, listen, I don't know what's going on, so I'm gonna fall back. And that's exactly what I did. Now that I'm
yeah,
watching Miss 504 again, I kind of like, but I gotta see that because I know she was talking about it. But she didn't show the video. I heard kind of like an
man, I
audio and I fell
seen
asleep.
that. Man, I seen that shit. That shit wild. Like you don't antagonize no homeless people because you want clicks and views, and that's all it was. I mean, why would you
They're
ask a
trying to do
homeless
what the
man to
meal
sub
ticket
up to
does, and they
you?
can't do what the meal ticket does because the meal ticket does it from the heart. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth.
But see, the meal ticket ain't telling people to. He ain't going to help the homeless.
Yes,
Talking about sub
exactly.
up to me. He ain't taking their phones trying to. Like, come on now, that shit wild. Like
Listen,
you
I
actually
think I
took
gotta
this
watch
dude's
DMD.
phone.
I haven't. No, DMD hasn't even spoke on it. Somebody probably got the audio. I gotta probably watch Kwame Brown. I mean, not
Yeah,
not
I
the
wouldn't
audio, the
even.
video.
Yeah, I wouldn't even.
Because I ain't watching
I
her.
watched.
I'm not
Yeah, I
watching none of
watched
them
her.
again. Like, and that's how you avoid it. Like on some real shit, I block them from all my social medias. I don't watch them. When there's a recommendation, I put, listen, I don't want to do it because such and such and such. Don't recommend this page to me.
Yeah,
And I'm good. Like I said that shit the last time. Like now I'm starting to watch positive people. Like I started watching you. I started watching Nate. Listen, I started watching The Word. And when I tell you that I'm catching up to my ancient history, I'm learning about aliens. I'm learning about Jehovah. Yeah, I
mm-hmm.
can't say his name right. Yash, yeah, how you say it? The word.
Yakuba.
His real name.
Oh, you talk about God, or you talking
Yeah,
about
Yashua. What I can't say his name. I say
Yeshua?
Joshua, something like
Yeshua.
that. I can never listen. I'm learning
Yeshua?
about all that stuff.
Yeshua. Is Yahshua and is Yeshua. Those are two different people though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeshua is what people call Jesus. Yahshua is Joshua. So when you read in the text, you'll see those two names. The story of Yahshua, that's the story of Joshua. If you look at the story of Joshua and then look at that portion of Jesus' story, it'll line up. But
Yeah.
Yeshua was the one who left and came back. So it is. Yeah, I have to go. I have to take you into the text to show you the difference. But it is a difference between with those two
Okay.
names, especially when it translates into Greek, because it's
Yep.
different. It's Izus or Azus, and then it's Azizel and Ashut. But you'll see the difference in those two when it goes into Greek, and then it switches over when you go into the grammatic into just Jesus. But that was after that wasn't until the 1800s. The name Jesus didn't even pop up until the 1800s.
Yeah, that's it. My whole point is that I switched up the way I did things on YouTube, and my shit is better now. Listen, I'm not just catching up to my history, but I'm catching up to, I'm catching up. I'm getting to see different content creators that are positive. So for a second, I didn't know I had myself in a beef sector. I didn't know that this was so divided. And I also had to learn that in between chats, you got hitting pedophiles. I'm sorry to say it.
Oh yeah, it's so many, man. It's like that whole um and that's what I'm
It's
saying. Like over there, um, like I had to separate myself, and I'm still
mm,
doing it. You know, I'm separating myself. I'm gonna start doing more uploads. I'm gonna still do live, but I'm not about to do as many live. I'm not about to. You know, I don't think that nobody take this the wrong way because you can contact me in the Discord or through the or through IG, but I just have to make myself less accessible because I'm just being honest. Not only I'm not saying I don't feel appreciated, but I don't feel. I mean, it's just too much, man. And then the expectations people putting on, like, man, I got a family. I'm doing this out
mm,
the. I ain't gonna say out the kindness of my heart, but I'm not coming on here to entertain. I'm not trying to become no big YouTuber. I don't need no one's attention. I got a good life off of here. I got a wife that
yeah,
loves me. I got a family that loves me. I have family and friends off here. So I am bringing the time that I'm spending on here. I'm taking away from them. So some of the things I'm not willing to do. A lot of the things other people willing to do. I'm not coming on here to entertain. I do want to have positive conversations where we can come to solutions and find solutions to problems. Because even though I may not have a lot of the problems, you know, I got kids and they have to come into this society, and I would like to contribute something. And I uncover information that people, you don't have to go to school. I'm here teaching it. I'm doing it out the kindness of my heart. People do donate. I appreciate the donations. People do support with the time. I appreciate all that. But at the end of the day, it's still my time. And
Yeah.
if it's not appreciated, I'm not going to give it. You know, that's just how I feel. So
Hmm.
when I get my monetization back, a lot of the content, um, the purposeful content will be under membership because that way I know if people want it, they can go get it. You know, they can get the membership and then they can get the information. If not, then I don't feel like I'm wasting my time, you know, by coming on here, making a live and not getting supported, you know. Um, and I'm not saying like support, like you have to, no, just to watch, a share, a like, a comment, you know,
mm-hmm.
that's, I'm not asking for too much. I'm not asking you to be in every live. I'm not asking you to donate, you know. But if I said something good, you know, share me out. You know, hit the like. You
Yeah,
know,
that's a
that's all
fact.
I'm
Everybody that's
asking.
on Facebook need to come check the word out, real shit.
I appreciate that. Cause you know, writers, you always show love. I appreciate that too.
Now, listen, man. Since listen, I came across you. You listen, my you. I could listen. You are a panel where I could actually sit down with my son and watch, and I tell him, look, listen, you got to go somewhere. You got to do this. You got to do that. In reality, the word doesn't even curse. So it's kind of like, and you don't see he doesn't. This panel doesn't get explicit or nothing like that. And if it does get a little explicit, it's comedy and it's jokes, like it's roasting, it's funny. You can sit here. I wouldn't have my kids at that time, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock when he was on live in the morning. But what I'm saying is when he does come on, he's somebody that you can actually let your kids watch and listen to, because the advice that he's given is what these kids need to, especially them kids that don't have a father in the home. Sorry to say it, but it's a fact. We've had conversations about this a lot. Like what you say, a lot of these kids need to hear. And what's crazy is I've sat down not just with my son, but with his friends and actually have watched the word and listened to him when he be here giving that them good advice, that them good gems, when he be spitting them gems and he be talking about, what's going on in the world, when he explains and breaks down certain things in the dictionary. I'm like, listen, sit here so you can see that your godfather is not the only one that sits here and breaks it down like this. I'm like, look, there's other people. The internet is not just about pranking and doing stupid stuff. You can come on here and actually do something positive, and people will see you for that, for who you actually are. You don't got to portray to be something fake. Like, and it's crazy. Like I said, I've backed off. Like I've learned how to avoid. You don't gotta like stop doing what you're doing because of what's going on. You can't avoid what's happening, because regardless of anything, I've learned that for some reason people like the negativity, the
Mm-hmm.
toxic shit draws people attention.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, I know that I'm going to get there. People's going to see my message. And like the word I said earlier, it's crazy because like some people are not going to recognize who you are until you're dead. It's crazy as shit because you're worth more dead than what you are alive. People don't even listen, man. They'll come to your funeral throwing roses. I miss you.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, the whole time we was beefing. Like, you miss me? I
Right.
feel like I need to come up off my coffin real quick and just check you real quick. Like, that's the only time. Like, you don't give people their roses after they've passed. You give them their roses now that they're alive. Like, and I feel as though that right now, like the word, like more people need to listen to his message. Like we're on the same path, just different cities, different states, same goal, different ideas. Because I'm going towards a community center, and my community center is me trying to bring in workshops, trying to bring in programs a little different from what we already have. Like let these kids start having their jobs at the ages of 11, 10, 12. They could start getting their working papers now at 13. But if we start helping them and start teaching them the proper things, that the things they need to learn to own their own properties, own not just the properties, because owning the property is not enough. You need to own your own land. You need to own more than that. We need to unite. We need to own our own schools. We need to come together, create community centers together like this, so that our kids could, maybe, I'm going a little off right now because I'm trying to break a long story down short, but what I'm trying to explain is that all this is going to benefit not just the kids, but the parents. We need to come together to help these kids because we're too divided. We're not going to help them going the way we're going. There's no way in hell we're going to help them. We're too divided. That's what they see.
And we definitely. But I did
Absolutely
not
right.
know. Y'all got me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I gotta take my butt up there. I didn't even know it was 6 o'clock. Well, this was a good conversation.
We
Um,
had you going, her word. You was
yeah,
like
man. I
Twitch
didn't
and
think.
trannies and gay men and profiles and
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! I didn't know.
He said, I heard tranny. I woke up.
Like
Like,
I
wait, what?
went. No, I got off the phone. I got off the mic for a minute. Like, hold on, I got to reset my brain. I ain't know what happened. You got tranny discords um, and people being exposed. Like it's just a lot for my little brain to intake at one time. Um, yeah, but um, yeah, it was classic. It was one of them. We almost went for 5 hours. We ain't do this in a while, but it's petty weekend, and I was feeling. I don't. I ended my show earlier because wasn't nobody really in there. Uh, but I think this is more the flow. I'm gonna start having conversation, and we can just come up and talk. But my more directed content, I'm gonna start uploading it. I'm trying to learn how to become a better editor oh, Mary knocked herself down. I just seen that
You got it.
and then looked up. But
I like that video
yeah.
you did for Miss 514.
So I'm gonna start uploading um content, and if people want it, they can go see it. But the lives, I'm gonna just leave it for open conversation, unless I talk to somebody, and I'm probably gonna be in the Raptors a lot. Um, so you're probably not gonna see me in many chats. I might pop in and say what up, but um, yeah, my presence. Unless somebody need me, if you need me for some content, let me know. I do not mind hitting the panel. I'm down for that, but I'm not. I don't want to really too much be in the chats like that, because, like I said, it is a lot of work, and I'm just not up to it. I'm just being honest. I'm not up to. Not up to it. It's just too much. It's too much going on
I
with
agree.
people.
I feel you
You
because
know.
that's how I was feeling. You when you do them live, you open yourself up.
Yeah.
Easily
Hmm.
access people got to you.
And that's what's
Yeah.
crazy that no matter what, people don't care what you're going through. You could be, listen, not going through nothing, you could be going through something. But if they feel some type of way, they're going to sit here and try to expose everything. That's why, listen, when I tell people, like, when I went through what I went through, I ain't give a fuck. Everything was already out there. I spoke on my story. The only thing you could do is try to bring me down. But there's nothing out there that you could bring on me. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I came on here and I knew that there was consequences. I wasn't expecting for people to try to use, you know, what I was
Yeah.
going through for kicks and views.
Yeah. They
Mhm.
will.
But it's
You
so
know.
funny though. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you good. I understand.
It's funny because in my situation, it was kind of like I had ended up losing my job, and they was laughing. But
Oh,
if you
hmm.
speed forward months now after I lost my job, the laugh is on you.
Yep. That's why I'm laughing too, because they try to do the same thing to me. Listen, when they was using
Karma.
my, when they used
The
my thing,
laugh
go
is
me.
on you.
That's a fact. That's why I said, listen, when I came at the person and they was like, I think people was expecting me for me to like just bring them down, roast them. No. First thing I said to this person is, I forgive you. Because at the end of the day, you's an old head. And I got morals. Like, I can't sit here without my voice cracking and come at an old head. Like, okay, I understand you're not the regular old head that I came up growing up looking up to. Like, I see your true colors. I should disrespect the shit out of you. But then this is on my panel. My kids will see this. Mom, you're telling me not to do this, but you're doing this. You see you see what I would be putting myself in, the little lingo, the little pickle, the little predicament. I'm like, damn, I started this channel and I'm telling my kids this every day. So if I don't preach what I say, I'm gonna be looking like a liar. I'm gonna be looking like a hypocrite to my own fucking kids. So at the end of the day, just walk away. Like every old head has taught me, walk away. You can forgive, you'll never forget.
I ain't forgetting nothing. I forgive you, but I ain't gonna forget because it
Word.
ain't
Can I
gonna
just
happen
be
again.
petty? Can I
You
just
can
But
be
be
it's just
petty.
that
petty?
I can't, it's not in me. Me disrespecting an old head, I don't know. I just can't do it. Like I got in trouble for it so much when I was little that when I kind of understand the purpose and when people like broke it down to me to the point it's like, okay, just better to walk away. I started walking away and I started seeing that I had more peace. Because at the end of the day, everything that they're saying, it's not true. They don't know me. They don't know me from a can of paint. You can't say nothing that's gonna hurt me unless it's real, unless it's true. So what am I going back and forth with somebody on social media for? You don't
But
know
even
nothing
if it
about me.
is true, so what? If you are okay with it, you know what I'm saying? If you have
See, the thing
resolved
is, you
the
react when
truth,
something is true. I've learned that
huh?
when I was younger. You react when something is true. If it's not true, what you reacting for? Let's make it
Yeah.
make sense. Now that I'm older, I
True.
understand because I have to sit here and tell my kids the same thing that was told to me when I was younger. When it came to lashing out or talking back to somebody or how to respect somebody, how to walk away from certain situations. I'm like, damn, I'm saying this and I'm thinking back like, why the hell didn't I grip this when I was younger? Like what the? I feel like I'm
But
old now.
even though we were raised with that respect, at some points you might have to check somebody. Maybe
Oh,
just
I
in a
have.
respectful way, because word, one of the first shows that I came over here, there was a older young lady who was
See,
belligerent on the panel, and you finally just had to give it to her. And it's weird because I seen her on Nate page, I seen her on a couple of people page, and I used to be like, "What's wrong with her? Is it mental
Yeah, her
health?
old
Is
ass
she
came for me
drunk?"
one day, and
It's like,
I was gonna get her
you
ass,
was
but
the first person
Word was
to
telling me to
address the
chill.
problem.
you be going
Let
through
me
some
get
shit in
off
here.
here before we get petty.
My bad, 702. But yeah,
Oh
I was
no,
gonna
we
get her
good.
ass one day, and Word was telling me to chill. I was gonna eat her up, so I just let her go ahead and say what she had to say.
I was texting like, "Hey, just be nice, please. Stay, just be nice."
It's
Yeah, he
hard.
hitting
And
me
It's
up the
hard.
whole
and then
time.
you tore her up. You gonna tell Tay to be nice, and then you tore her up.
Oh
You
no, I
snatched her
was
church
nice.
wig off and everything.
Right. He finally
I was
realized
saying
that
that
she came for him. I
Oh
was like,
man,
yep.
but
I wish
I
I
did it
could.
in a respectful way. Tay was
I
just
could
gonna
just
get
let
at her.
somebody being respectful. Real shit.
I was
And it
gonna
took a
get at
minute
her
too.
old ass because of the comments that she was making. Why are you asking me, am I natural? That ain't none of your fucking business. Why are you
Right?
worried about my personal, well, do you have a plan B?
Like the
Why?
pill,
Why are you
bitch.
worried about what I got in my savings? Why are you worried? What I got for my kids?
Yeah, she took it over,
You
but
doing
yeah.
too much.
She
Hmm.
was wilding. I used to think she was drunk because we all got a drunk
Oh, he
auntie.
was.
She said we got a drunk auntie, bro. I'm geeking right
He
now.
We
probably
do
was.
got that drunk auntie.
Oh
Listen,
man.
That's what I thought it was.
But I'm
she
getting
said,
off here before we get even more pettier. We can do petty weekend tomorrow too. If y'all up for it. But y'all better hit the panel because if y'all don't, I'm gonna shut it. I'm gonna start. If people don't hit the panel within 30 minutes, I'm gone. I'm leaving. That's my new rule for myself.
Well, I will be up on the panel, but let me shut up.
go sleep
Bye.
earlier.
I'm supposed to go.
Hey, one more subscriber over at Petty Vision, and we can get as petty as you want. I hope to get this channel monetized again, so I ain't gonna get too petty over there. But over there, oh, no holds bar.
Why they demonetized you? The hell? Wait, I'm lost.
Reuse content. They hit me for some shorts. I made some shorts, so.
Yeah, you cannot have nobody else's shorts but yours.
But they give you the option for the green screen and the remix and all that. I didn't screen record it. I did it straight through a remix, and I did. They said you had to have your face and you had to have edit done. So I put captions in it, but it wasn't good enough. I ain't worried about it. I'm monetized on Rumble, so I'm gonna put all the valuable content over there anyway until I can
Shit,
get this
I gotta get my
monetized
damn phone.
again, and then I bring it back over here as members only. So that's my plan.
I
But
gotta get
let me
my.
get my butt off here. I appreciate everybody. Um,
All
yeah,
right,
we'll be
well,
back
take care.
tomorrow. Appreciate you, sir. We'll be back
Same
tomorrow.
here.
We'll be petty as ever. Yeah, I ain't gonna be doing too much of the teaching no more. I'm just gonna come on here and be petty like everybody else. Are you not entertained? We will start entertaining, man. I give in. I give in. Um, y'all have a good one, man. I ain't even playing the outro. We just out. That's how you know we black. Yeah, we say bye for like an hour and a half. Well, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Appreciate y'all.